right here, right here. Oh, right in front of us.
I shoot a lot bigger load. It's crazy how much bigger those ones were.
The title of this clip said, "Are pine squid making a comeback in the Northwest?" I'm sorry, when did these exist? I mean, what is this? Listen to what the guy says about this.
I'd say you're looking at a 3 to 4 year old male, and you know it's a male because there's no red on any of the tentacles. You do want to stay back mating season. These guys will.
So this is a 3 to 4 year old pine squid, and we need to be wary of it during mating season because it might attack. What? A family in upstate New York recently shared some home security footage, and safe to say many don't know what to make of it. We see a skinny humanoid figure crawling into the frame. And before we can get a good look at it, it kinda just up and leaves. Now we're only able to see its arms and legs. The arms particularly skinny. It looks like it has brown stringy hair. Now, I don't know if anyone was able to see this, but before it stands up and walks off screen, did you see it turn its head upside down? Let's see if we can pause it there. It's really quick. Look at how the head is upside down. It immediately goes off screen. Do we think that it knew not to show its full body on camera? Maybe there was a blinking light or a flash and it saw the camera and wouldn't reveal itself? Or do we just think it was a coincidence? This clip was titled "The Appalachian Mountains," so I already knew that it was going to be something crazy. Look at this creature that was found in an old cabin. Yep, that thing needs to stay right in the mountains. Have you ever seen the land behave in such strange ways? It's almost like watching a whale breach the ocean's surface, taking a deep breath before diving back in. This truly is an incredible phenomena. One common theory suggests that the Earth's tectonic plates, the very foundation of the land we live on, might be restless. As these plates shift and grind against each other, they could be causing the ground to rise and bulge in the strange ways we're witnessing. This idea isn't just speculative. It has a solid foundation in geological science. Another intriguing hypothesis is that gases trapped deep beneath the Earth's surface could be finding a way to escape. As these gases force their way upward, they might cause the land to swell and surge. Supporters of this theory point to the bubbles that have been seen rising in nearby waters, a telltale sign of gases making their way to the surface. An additional theory gaining some traction is that these phenomena could be linked to underground water displacement. A sudden influx or redirection of water from underground reservoirs caused by natural shifts or even human activity like drilling might lead to these unusual bulges. If the water is suddenly displaced or pressurized, it could cause the ground above to rise temporarily, much like a waterbed shifting under pressure. This would imply that what we're seeing is a direct reaction to changes deep underground that remain largely unseen. Whatever the cause, these moments remind us of the mysteries still hidden beneath our feet. Our next piece of footage comes from a TikTok user who claims to have had a wild encounter with what they believe to be a Yeti. The Yeti, often thought of as the snowy cousin of Bigfoot, is usually associated with the remote corners of Asia and known for its distinctive snow-white fur. In this case, the brave adventurer and his friend decided to venture into the woods at night. As they were exploring in the darkness, they suddenly heard a strange, eerie noise. Naturally. They swung their camera toward the direction of the sound, ready for a closer look. What they captured in the glow of their flashlight was a mysterious creature. The creature had facial fur that fits the classic Yeti description. The rest of its body was hard to make out, hidden by the shadows, almost as if it was playing a game of hide and seek. The moment the mysterious creature seemed to realize it had been spotted, it performed a quick disappearing act, melting away into the night. So, did this fearless duo truly cross paths with a real-life Yeti that night? Or are they simply pulling our leg for a few extra likes and shares? An alternate theory that comes to mind is that this could have been a misidentified yet natural animal, possibly an albino bear. Bears, especially those with albinism or even just lighter fur, could easily be mistaken for a Yeti under the limited visibility of night. The eerie sounds could have been vocalizations commonly made by large mammals when they feel threatened. With the power of suggestion and the thrill of a nighttime adventure, our imaginations might make us see more than what's actually there. Still, whether it's an elusive Yeti or just an unusual animal, one thing is certain: the mystery keeps us all guessing.
What was that? Is that a cow? What is that? Oh,
Yeah, that was pretty creepy. What was up with the guy saying, "Is that a cow?" I mean, it couldn't actually look any more different than a cow. Is that a cow? Then the creature sprints up the hill. I mean, maybe he was looking at something else, but that was the only thing in the frame. Most of the commenters are saying that that is definitely a rake. Filmed in Afghanistan, a group of fathers has taken to the mountains after reports from their children that there are, quote, weird people on the mountain paths. The men lit torches and took their tractors to check it out. This is what they found. Quite the chaotic scene as we see these humanoid creatures crawling around on all fours. Some even aggressively advancing towards the men. These rake-like creatures, they really don't seem to be backing down from these guys. My mind is telling me that these creatures need to be on 2 feet, but we see them moving pretty effortlessly on all fours. I need your help on this one. Do we think these are actual rakes, or maybe another type of mountain creature? A creature we don't know about? I know we've only explored like 5% of our oceans, but what is this thing? Wait till you see its mouth. I just never knew things like this existed. Our next clip starts with the camera operator zooming in on something blocked by thick leaves and branches. At first glance, it's easy to assume we're merely looking at a weird plant or tree hidden amongst the others. However, as the camera steadies and the focus sharpens, it becomes clear that our initial assumptions couldn't be more wrong. Slowly, an eerie figure comes into view. The creature's head, an unsettling shade of white, emerges from behind the trees, revealing its skeletal appearance, almost as if it has risen from the grave. Its hollow, empty eye sockets stare out, revealing a deep void of darkness. As soon as the creature seems to realize it has been spotted, it quickly vanishes, disappearing behind the dense trees, never showing itself again. It leaves viewers with plenty of questions, that's for sure. Could this be an entity resurrected from the dead, a ghostly remnant clinging to the forest? Or is it simply a prank? Someone in costume hoping to create a viral video to intrigue online viewers? You tell me. One intriguing theory is that this creature could be an unknown species of nocturnal animal, possibly adapted for camouflage during the day. With its pale skeletal appearance, it might resemble a dead or decaying being under certain lighting, which could explain why it appears so unsettling on camera. If this were true, it would suggest that there are creatures in the forest that we still know almost nothing about, animals adapted in ways that make them almost impossible to detect unless you're in the right place at the right time. Regardless, whether it's supernatural, a prank, or something unknown lurking in the natural world, this footage keeps us on edge, reminding us of the mysteries still left to uncover. In this video, we see yet another alleged sighting of the elusive Bigfoot. Imagine being deep in the woods, walking the trails amidst the giant pines, when suddenly there's a rustling nearby. Freaked out, you quickly turn to locate the source of the noise. To your astonishment, there, peering down on you, stands an enormous figure. Nearly as tall as the trees around it, the creature is covered in a thick coat of dark brown fur that helps it blend seamlessly into the forest backdrop. The sheer size of this creature, especially when you realize you're sharing the same space, is enough to make anyone's adrenaline pump. The person capturing this footage undoubtedly felt the intensity of the moment. As he began filming, a wave of thoughts must have crossed his mind. What if I don't make it out? The footage could serve as the only evidence pointing to the mysterious cause of his disappearance. But if he did manage to escape unharmed, then he'd have undeniable proof of the lurking dangers in this section of the forest. Even without any experience in paranormal phenomena, anyone viewing the footage would probably think, that must be Bigfoot. Another possible explanation, though more unsettling, is that this could be an undiscovered species of giant primate, a rare relic of a bygone era. Perhaps we're dealing with a species that's managed to survive by adapting to remote areas, avoiding human contact for centuries. It might explain why such creatures are so difficult to spot and why their existence in the mainstream media remains mostly speculation. Whatever it is, this video continues to fuel the ongoing debate, and whether it's Bigfoot or something else entirely, it's clear there are still secrets hidden in our forests waiting to be uncovered. Okay, what the heck is going on here? This isn't a pine squid, but this looks like an octopus jumping onto a tree. What's going on in the woods? Has anyone laid eyes on anything like this? Okay, I'm pretty sure this one is looking at me. It's not in the forest, but look how massive this thing is. I do not like the looks of that. In a TikTok video, a motorcyclist shared his thrilling adventure riding through dense woodlands. As he sped along winding trails and wove through thick underbrush, he pretty quickly realized he's lost. Familiar paths had given way to unrecognizable terrain, and every attempt to retrace his steps seemed to lead him deeper into the maze of trees. Starting to panic, he decided to stop, hoping to reach out to a friend for help. Unfortunately, he realized he didn't have any service. As he stood there, surrounded by towering trees and contemplating his next move, an eerie sound shattered the silence, an unmistakable hiss emanating from nearby bushes. Quickly turning around, he attempted to put eyes on the source of the sound. The dense foliage provided perfect cover, making it nearly impossible to spot whatever was lurking nearby. Now, to help viewers of the video, the uploader marked the area where he thought the creature was hidden. Yet, even with this clue, identifying the hidden figure proved to be pretty tough. Speculation ran wild. What could this mysterious creature be? Was it a common woodland animal like a bear or a wolf? Or could it be something far less familiar, possibly a cryptid or an undocumented creature yet to be classified by science? Another theory that arises is that this hiss might belong to a territorial predator that's not native to these woods. There have been stories of exotic pets, like large cats or other predators being released or escaping into the wild when owners could no longer care for them. Could this be what this encounter is, an unexpected run-in with someone's discarded pet? If true, and this would explain the strange, predatory nature of the hiss. Regardless, this video certainly leaves us with more questions than answers about the mysterious things that might be lurking just out of sight. A couple recently traveled to the Philippines and shared a captivating snapshot from their beach vacation. Jeffrey, who captured the image, snapped a picture of his wife who appeared to be blissfully enjoying the water. However, on closer inspection, there's something in the backdrop that seems out of place. When you zoom into the photo, the lush background reveals a dense cover of trees. Yet, oddly, there's a figure that appears to be floating in midair above them. This odd silhouette has long, dark hair, but its feet are nowhere in sight. Now, the Philippines has tales of ethereal beings, notably the White Lady. Legend has it, she's often seen wearing a white dress or a similar attire and is primarily spotted in the countryside. These stories usually tie her to some tragic event or lore. Interestingly, variations of the White Lady myth exist in numerous countries worldwide. In this particular photo, however, the mysterious figure doesn't seem to be clad in any discernible outfit. Due to the lack of clear features, it's hard to definitively say who or what it is, but it certainly adds an air of mystery to the couple's otherwise serene beach photo. A fascinating new video has surfaced on Reddit, capturing an unusual and mesmerizing sight. The original poster user, Puzzle-Headed Sir 5522, described it as a spinning spiral, embryo portal-looking thing in the sky. The post, shared across several communities dedicated to UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena discussions, features a video that was passed along by a friend, reportedly filmed somewhere along the west coast of the United States. This sighting carries particular significance for the original poster, who noted that this is the first time they've received personal evidence from someone they trust completely. The video quickly drew a lot of attention, with viewers offering theories and drawing parallels to similar phenomena. One commenter from northern Germany mentioned witnessing something almost identical over the weekend, but with an intriguing twist. Their sighting included 6 objects in a triangular formation, each more vibrant in color than the video here. This similarity has fueled speculation that these UAP sightings might not be isolated incidents, but rather part of a larger pattern, sparking more questions than answers. Another theory has emerged suggesting that these swirling shapes might be linked to experimental propulsion technologies being tested secretly. The distinctive spiral pattern could indicate an advanced form of engine or aerial technology designed to manipulate gravitational forces in a way we've never seen before. Perhaps these sightings across different regions are connected to a new technology still in its testing phase, and the multiple reported sightings hint at trials being carried out globally. Whatever it may be, the mystery of these spinning, vibrant formations continues to deepen, leaving us to wonder about the possibilities beyond our current understanding. This next creature encounter comes from YouTuber Whack Ringa. Ringa, who lives in Indonesia, runs a channel focused on exploring abandoned, haunted locations across his region. A cool part is that he'll actually take location suggestions from his viewers. And for as long as he can remember, he was getting recurring comments asking him to explore a particular haunted forest. So the exact forest he doesn't name. And the reason for that is what he sees in this video. But apparently it has a wild reputation, with numerous reports of creature sightings from within. Intrigued by the comments, Ringa did some research. He read all about the local legends and decided to venture out alone and document this experience. As he arrived at the forest and began filming, everything started off pretty slow. Eventually, as he approached a specific path, he felt an unsettling realization. That feeling that someone was watching him. Armed only with a flashlight in his camera, he cautiously continued down the path. That's when everything took a turn.
Ya, gue dengar suara. Gue dengar suara, teman-teman. Dan arahnya di dalam. Astagfirullah!
First, two pale humanoid creatures appeared, reaching out onto the path in front of him. Moments later, another one burst through the brush, charging directly toward him. The creatures were letting out these strange, guttural growls, sounds unlike anything I've ever heard. Now, let's dig in. By enhancing the brightness and slowing the footage down, the forms of these creatures become more visible. But what exactly were they? And why were they running in tandem, lurking in the forest? Many viewers speculated that these were rakes, the pale, emaciated, long limb-having creatures that are rumored to roam the woods. Not shockingly, in this video's comments, numerous people have claimed to encounter these beings. And they're from all over the world. Do we think these rakes are just roaming the planet? I mean, I can't say for certain, but it looks that way.